The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debates you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions.
Ring Gang Radio.
You said Monster overall for pound number one?
Yeah, overall. Because a lot of people like to talk about, how, we doing this off of recent things, right?
Yeah, of course.
I feel like he's had the best year out of the elite fighters.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a hell of a year. I mean, he unified 2 belts, and he knocked out a Hall of Famer, or no, excuse me, decision to Hall of Famer. Excuse me.
In a fight of the year.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at it like Donaire, Rodriguez. Then when I start looking at other people, Canelo's the only person that I know people could make a case for, but yeah, I'm not one of those people. So
I mean, we knew that. We knew that off rip.
Yeah, y'all know that. I'd probably look at it as Inoue, Lomachenko, Crawford, Usyk. Then I guess Canelo.
I still have Lomachenko number 1 with Monster like right there, like right behind him, like trailing him, like breathing heavy on him.
I could see that, and I respect that as too. And then
Usyk is 3 for me. Then it's a flip between Crawford and Canelo. I'd probably put Canelo 4th, Crawford 5th.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like, neither one really deserved to be on my list, but just for the sake of objectivity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess I
don't even know. Now, you know what? I'll put Canelo down. I'll put Golovkin above him. Yeah, no cherry picks over there.
But I mean, my thing is, I had Lomachenko going into the top spot for a while now. So for me, he has to lose something or like really lose a step for me to put him down. I don't know.
Oh no, I feel you. I be the same way. I be having Lomachenko as number 1, but it gets to a point like if nobody's losing, it's about who does better or who fights a better person. Right. And Crawford, Canelo, Lomachenko, Monster, none of these guys are losing. So who's having the best performances against the best fighters on a yearly basis, or at least 2019?
Well, I'm not saying like straight up lose, but like really like fall off hard, like have a really, really crappy performance.
Nah, I feel you, but I feel you. Like, to look bad, that says a lot too. That'll make you go down. But then losing is officially make you go down. Like,
yeah.
So that's why some people I can't really, then I take into account like robberies and agendas and all that shit. So I try to look at all of that when I look at these pound for pound lists. But yeah, I could see Lomachenko as number 1,
But the one thing about pound for pound, and I'm pretty sure Monster, because I know we talk about the respect for lighter weights, I'm pretty sure he probably will not get the respect that he deserves, even after a fight like this. Niggas will still,
the American media bias in boxing is real.
Yeah, like I was just saying before, like I was hoping for more articles on a legit fight of your candidate between 2 top fighters in the division, and it was just too dominated by KSI and Logan Paul. I was highly disappointed. Like, there's only a few articles that really understood that this fight was a special fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
no one's realizing it, and that's the thing. It's like everybody always say boxing's for the casual. Oh, the big fight's casual, but when y'all get events, y'all treat it on some casual shit. Like, oh nah, two little Asian guys we don't care about.
Yeah, no, it's like, it's just like, yeah, people was like, where's Floyd? You know what I'm saying? It's just like that.
Yeah, like shit like that. Like I don't know why everybody loves these. It's like sometimes I don't know what people want. Like, people love all these. People love one-sided boxing shellackings just to say that they picked the guy that's gonna win because they know he has no chance of losing, so they want to feel like winners, so they back that, and they love seeing those performances and make them feel good. But then when you get a guy who, you know, knocks people out and he just extended the distance, it's I don't know. Oh yeah, but KS won and Logan Paul fought.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. Like, I mean, I feel like boxing's in a better place when the best people get into the best fights.
Yeah, I mean, it's facts. Like, I mean,
everybody fell in love with this whole, well, you can only be the best if you have the most boring one-sided fight. Like, nah.
And funny thing too, just in like the best fights this year, and I think this came from Brett's tweet, you know, Twitter. The best fights have all been unifications. Like most of the majority, like either half or 3/4 of the fights that we consider best fight there, all unifications. Like you get champions when you get champs that fight each other, you get magic, you know.
Because that's the only way to vet these fighters out. Because look, everybody's waiting around for the cash cow in their respective division. So when you get a belt now, it kind of shows that, okay, he might be halfway decent. He got a belt now. Oh, he had a couple defenses. Okay, let him fight this other guy who might be halfway decent and who has a couple defenses. Now you put those two in the ring, you have a legit fight.
Yeah, like I mean, all the fights, like, you know, we have Better Be Vazda, Prograde Taylor, Roman Doheny. I mean, even, you know, Pac and Thurman is a kind of a unification because they
Ramirez Hooker, like, all of them. The only unification that was trash was the damn Canelo Jacobs.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like, we had, you know, like I said, I mean, and that was the rarity. But
even
like,
heard J-Rock had 2 belts.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, you know, anyone. So pretty much like unification is like if you pit the best fighters, if you pit the champions against each other, most of the time you will get a notable fight of the year candidate and a possible classic fight to boot.
You know why? Because usually the guys who have the belts in the division are the real top 5. Because without all these belts, you would just have a regular ring ranking.
Facts.
And a lot of these guys ain't really fighting enough other peers to be on a top 10, like a ring ranking, a top 10 for that division. So when you get a little bullshit belt, he get a little bullshit belt. Now you have 2 guys who might be top 5 in the division fighting each other. Now we have a legit top 5 or fight.
Mm-hmm.
The fight we had with Derevyanchenko and Golovkin, that was a title fight, whatever, you know, but it really was one guy fighting against, it was 2 people in the top 5 of that division fighting.
Right. I mean,
so when you get that all the time,
I think pretty much the only fight of the year candidate that didn't really have any the top fights in the division was fucking Lipinets and Peterson. They're probably the only fight of the year candidate.
Yeah.
There was no top fighters along, and yet those 2 pretty much destroyed each other for our entertainment.
Yeah, gave us a good ass fight. And pretty much kind of started the year off because ain't nothing was popping till then. Like,
hell nah. You know, that's probably the only fight this year that they weren't top fighters in their actual divisions, and that gave us a classic fight with an actual classic ending. You know,
that's when I knew, like, welter, like they was trying to say, like, look, man, welterweights was trash last year. Let's kind of pick it up, boys. Let's pick it up this time, and I felt that's what we got because after that fight, we had 2 more welterweight fights that were good.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah. So,
well, 3 more because you know Danny Garcia came back. You know.
Yeah, get out of here with that. You know.
Hey, look, no one expected that knockout.
Yeah,
I know you had Swift down 4 rounds.
But
5 rounds.
5 rounds.
I definitely wasn't expecting no damn fight of the year. You know, but yeah, apologies for me for getting Porter and Spence. Yes, because that also too was the unification that that delivered in spades. So yeah, so yes, we need more champions facing each other so we get the big
more unifications that are not Canelo fights, and
this guy,
nigga, I'm having fun with this shit, man. Shit.
But in terms of now, the aftermath of this, I mean, like I said, we talked about the punishment. Like Monster's going to be down for at least a good 6 months from the punishment he took. Donaire, this fight should send him into retirement. Because Donaire took a lot of punishment in this fight,
and he has nothing left. I can't think of anything left for him.
I mean, unless he's gonna be like, let me fight like a jobber to go out with a W.
Man, I don't know.
Fuck all that.
Remember that one Mexican cat? He fought, I think, Juan Caesar or Caesar.
Oh the Cesar Juarez fight. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
that
Cesar Juarez. That was supposed to be a regular ass.
Yeah,
that was a fight of the year.
Yeah. Donaire was in serious trouble in that fight. Like he faded badly and almost got knocked down in that fight. You know, but I think now, I do think Donaire's probably reached the end of the line. But it's like, do you want to go out with that or do you want to go with the win? I mean, like I said, I think Donaire took some punishment that he's
but he fucks around. He'll really go out on his shield. You really want to see that?
Yeah, like you like honestly, like I get what P's saying. Like you would have to really vet, like really look at his opponent. Like if he wants to do a farewell fight, I get that. That's cool. Like, you know, be on some Chavez, because you like Chavez Senior. You know he loves boxing because he's always doing exhibition fights, and even now it's like, god damn. But I can't say nothing because I mean, shit, you love boxing, you'll do shit like that.
Right.
Donaire, he could retire, he could walk away. If not, get a farewell fight in the Philippines or something. Go out big, you know, having a little farewell event.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that too. That'll be dope. But just make sure it's the right opponent. Don't get a guy who could eat 18 left hooks or nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
But then it's gonna be the Caesar fight again.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because it wasn't just Donaire ain't really just fade on some like I'm not in shape fading. Like he faded because he was throwing everything but the kitchen sink at this dude, and dude kept at him and putting hands on him back. So
exactly,
that get anybody tired. Like, and I like that Donaire, he really went out on, like, he had the performance that I wish he had against Regan Diao as far as effort. Like, cause you could definitely tell he was in a better place mentally for this fight than he was for the Regan Diao fight.
Right, for whatever reason, you know.
For whatever reason, because he was getting trained by Robert Garcia then, and I heard they weren't fucking on it like that. Donaire doing his own thing, so I'm glad, you know, it was, you know.
Yeah, Donaire at that time was kind of on his Hollywood shit.
Yeah, perfect way to say that shit, because that's what it sounded like. Like, he wasn't really in camp with Garcia. He was doing other shit, and it paid for it. Like, Regan Diao outboxed the shit out of him.
Right.
It threw his career off. Like, but how you lose and get your career thrown off, and the dude who beat you get his career thrown off too?
That's boxing for you.
And then like fucking Walter's career was supposed to take off after he KO'd fucking Donaire, and then it's like the opposite. Like, what the fuck? I feel like this is on some ironic, like, Craig Mack, you won't be around next year type of shit.
Because you can't, because look, Donaire is such a good guy in boxing, super nice. Like, I've never heard anything bad about Donaire from anybody. I don't even think I've ever been pissed watching a Donaire fight, even if he lost or it wasn't even a good looking fight. Like, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, I didn't really like this Omar Navarez fight, but it was Donaire. I could see he was power happy. He wanted that knockout so bad, but okay, whatever. He tried. But so Donaire, he got that energy all the time where somehow it's just the boxing gods look out for him every time. Like, even if he lose, the people who beat him fucking career doesn't go nowhere.
Right, because even after he lost those even after he lost to Riga, I mean, he still picked up the featherweight belt, and he still went back and was super bantamweight champion, and became bantamweight champion after that. So it's like
you can't stop Donaire. If there was ever like perseverance, is like Nonito Donaire all day. Like, no matter what going on,
right?
He finds a way. Like you could say he lucky. Like, even with the knockdown.
Yeah, so like
lucky as fuck, but hey.
So, and that's another thing too. Like, Donaire, like, we need to make, like, honestly, we need to appreciate him now. Like, give him his props now. Like, I mean, if it turns out to be his final performance, so be it. But we need to give
him his flowers now.
Yeah, because Donaire is a Hall of Famer. So he's definitely a Hall of Famer, and he put forth a Hall of Famer. So he put forth effort at something that Kovalev, as an aging fighter, should have been able to do, and should have been willing to do. And Donaire did it. So I mean, that is a true Hall of Famer, and we need to give him his props.
Don't wait till anybody retires or they get hurt outside of the ring, have any unfortunate accident, all that shit. Don't wait for life to catch up on people before you start appreciating them. So
right, yeah, because I mean that was
because
that fight, that was the changing of the guard fight. I mean Donaire for Hamid was carrying the lighter weights for a minute, but now his time is ended.
He was the lighter weights at one point. Like there was really nobody else to watch but Donaire.
Yeah, because it was always Donaire, and then you had a few other names around him, but Donaire was always that guy. Right after the Darchinian fight, the first one, like it's like he kind of just leveled up after that shit. Like he was that dude.
Because really back then there was only really 3 like lower weight guys that I was really, really like checking for. That was Donaire, Darchinian, and Jorge Arce.
Yeah.
Like that was it.
I'd watch some, Von Calderon, and some.
I hated that guy.
Brian Valoria.
I second that.
Yeah, Brian Valoria, Vic Darchina, of course, as we mentioned before. Some of those cats were on it, man. Some of the Japanese cats up there, man. It's just
Johnny Gonzalez, another one.
Oh God, that guy.
Hot and cold. He's the Billy Joe for them lighter weights.
And of course, Marquez. And then, of course, we have Israel Marquez, Rafael Marquez, all of them. The lighter weights. Can't sleep on them. Them cats. There's always talent in there. No matter what they say. Oh, they're not heavyweights. Them lighter weights. They always had some fucking talent. Hall of Fame caliber talent, and they're not appreciated. And so we cannot let Donaire not get the type of appreciation that he deserves for being a mantle for the lighter weight divisions.
Thanks a lot, LB. This nigga now makes me think about Johnny Gonzalez now. Oh, don't mention that name again.
Oh man,
that nigga was the light.
I'm just showing love to all the little guys.
I know. He was frustrating to watch. He was like a lighter weight Mexican Zab Judah. Like all the fights that he was supposed to win, he'd lose, and then all the fights where he would expect him to lose, he'd pull the upset. It was an ongoing song and dance with him.
Yeah, he's one of the few cats I would never put money on because he was so hot and cold in that aspect. You just never know what he would pull because the dude had also a ridiculous left hook. That's another thing, So you just never knew what that dude would be able to pull. So yeah, I never put money on him because he was a hard betting rule of mine. Never put money on Johnny Gonzalez ever.
That fight with him and Iggy. Oh man, that was my fight. I used to rewatch that shit.
Yeah,
just to come back.
Yeah, dude was something else, man. But yeah,
there's a whole generation of damn guys at the lighter weights that people don't appreciate, and from all over the world. But we do here at Ring Game.
Right. Yeah. Boxing is just not an American sport. It's not. We don't like if there's boxing over there outside of America and they're catching fades, and it's high level boxing. We talk about it, that's how we are. It's like,
I don't care if it's 5 o'clock in the morning or, y'all get off y'all American bias with that bullshit and, understand that it's a global sport that you can't play.
I mean, shit, the Brits, they wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to watch our cards in America. And they're
especially that late ass fucking Canelo Kovalev card. Jeez.
Yeah, especially. And the cats in Australia have to watch boxing the next fucking day. You know what I mean? So it's like,
you win some, you lose some, man. Get in where you fit in, man. I'm just like what they said, like 9 million people seen that fight in Japan live.
Yeah,
that's big. Like, that was their Thurman Danny Garcia for them over there times 2.
Yeah. Right.
No, because I mean, like 4 million people seen that shit.
No. I know. It's just funny to hear that. I wasn't expecting that comparison.
I mean, shit. Like, if anything, my final thought on this fight is, like it made me really want to go see a fight overseas. Like I've crossed the border to see a fight, but I want to get on a plane to see a fight. I really want to see a fight in England or Japan or something like that, where it's like that. Because, like I said, you know, the audience. I mean, they were respectful of it. Like you could tell, they were. I mean, the Japan stadium, there was Saitama, I believe. Like the whole arena was just perfect for it. Like everything, the production was on point. American promoters watched the damn World Boxing Super Series event to show how to do production.
Real life Ippo fight.
Yeah, really, the WBSS has been our saving grace because they've been giving us classic fights. Right.
Facts. And that theme music, if that shit don't get you hype. Yeah. Like that shit be so fucking epic before they had a fight, like, and they show the Ali trophy, like, that shit, like, yeah, man, like, it's powerful.
I thought it was dope that, you know, special, you know, that this was really cool of him that Monster actually let Donaire like borrow the Muhammad Ali trophy because Donaire promised it to that he would bring it home to his kids. And I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, that picture, yeah. That was super dope.
Yeah. Like, overall, yeah, the whole everything about this fight was class. In the ring, before the ring, in ring, and out of the ring, regardless fight, just nothing but pure class. And we need more of that in boxing. And us as fans, now, like I said, this is the type of fight that you wish that you could have seen on the KSI Logan Paul 2 on the card. A fight of this caliber. You know, because that would have really drawn some fans in. This would have been perfect.
Of course. And just like if you would have had the KSI and Logan Paul fight right before Donaire and Inoue, nobody would have left.
Facts. Absolute facts.
Because that's the thing, it's like, people don't understand that. We sometimes we give too much credit to the casual fans of the sport. A lot of times, they'll like what we like too. But it's not promoted to them in that way.
Right.
Like, we kind of just be like, all right, this fight's coming on. You guys should like it too. It's not like, yo, man, Mike Tyson is fighting Godzilla. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you not watching this? Like,
right.
Like, it's the energy. It's just a different, like, if you was never gonna have those Haney and Billy Joe get that. It was never going to resonate with the fans like Donaire and Inoue was, because we didn't care about those fights like that. They were just little bonus, you know, consolation prizes.
Right.
So that's what I really meant, just to put everything to a close and just draw both episodes together. That's what I meant about having a third fight with a legit bona fide attraction that's meaningful to hardcores and everybody. Exactly. When y'all have a fight like that when you pair it up with a KSI Logan Paul. Y'all want to really see boxing reach a new height, new level. Because we just saw potential. We saw fuckery potential reach its peak, and we saw hardcore boxing reach its peak. So the next step, bring it together.
Exactly. And that was a wonderfully stated, LB. So yeah, that brings us close to our show for tonight. Does anyone have any final thoughts? I know, LB, you pretty much gave yours, unless you have more.
Oh nah, just ringgameradio.com. Y'all hit us up. We out there. Got some new training videos up with PJ. Y'all check us out.
Word.
That's all I really got to say. Is tune in next time. Y'all like us, subscribe, share, comment, all of that.
Word. P, do you have anything, bro?
Well, first off, I gotta say, lower weight classes matter. So if that taught us anything, this weekend taught us anything, it's that the lower fights matter. Don't fucking say, oh, this nigga's too small. Like you would beat him up in the street. Fuck out of here. Like, no. Like, stop it. I'm like getting sick of I'm not gonna check for any fighter, less than 126 because like no.
Oh man, yo, salute. Oh my god, that needed to be said. Cause that shit happens too often.
I also feel like one of my final thoughts is I feel like these fights, these lower weight fighters, they matter, but promoters I feel like they don't do a good job of making the point that they matter. We need to get these guys, these fights need to be promoted on a better level to reach these casuals, because I think you get fights like these are like game-changing fights. Like fights like these could be game changers for like the lower weight classes. Like you got to start somewhere. You got to get these people interested in lower weight, and like I feel like it can happen, but it needs to be done correctly, and I'm just wanting that.
Yeah, like I mean, HBO in its dying days was actually doing that. Was actually doing that pretty well. But they were kind of a day late and $1 short, unfortunately.
I mean, you had the Bantamweight tournament with Showtime.
Yeah, but they never really followed up on it as much.
Yeah, and they didn't capitalize on it. That's what I'm saying.
But they gave us a good set of fights, though. Mm-hmm. But it fizzled out because of all the fuckery with the rematch and the low blows and.
This is true, but I just feel like if you don't follow up on it, okay, now you've just wasted momentum. I think
it did follow. They followed up on it. It was called Abner Mares' career.
Oh God!
Like his career was the only one. Like just like Andre Ward. Like the difference is, with Ward was the only one that kept going to the real far. Everybody else kind of mingled, kind of hung around. So you still got some decent fights out of Kessler and Frotch.
Yeah.
But that was it. With the Bantamweight tournament, it was just Abner Mares, and then everybody else kind of played the background afterwards. Yeah. Like Moreno was having fight of the years in Japan. Darchinian was becoming an opponent, and
Perez retired after being beaten by Darchinian.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And he finally caught that rematch fade from McBecko.
Yeah,
and don't even get me started on the low blow, the low blow fight.
I know what I'm saying. Like we were talking about like after, like it's like there wasn't too much momentum after that. Like you just had Abner Mares with the momentum.
Agreed.
So it was a little different. So, but I feel you. We do need a concentrated effort from the promoters and everybody to let people know that look, the lighter weights matter. They're here to stay, and these fights are important. Y'all make KSI Logan Paul important. Shit.
Yeah. Fuck. But that's really all.
The same ones saying these little guys can't fight. They're not good. I don't watch them. They'll be the same ones that will argue you down, like they know their career better than you, and you the one watching them, but they're not. So that's my whole takeaway from that shit.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't watch Donaire, but I could tell you he's not a Hall of Famer. Like the fuck? Oh yeah. I've only seen Monster fight once, but he ain't pound for pound number 2. Like really?
He ain't. Oh, my favorite. Oh well. Monster's opponent. He's being hyped up for his resume. He's no Terrence Crawford. Like I'm getting nightmares already. I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have much more to say after these brothers actually, put everything I would say about the lightweight fighters. But yeah, let's say Fall Ring Gang, we have we got the best content out there, man. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that, man. We just keep bringing you that shit that you want and need, man. So for myself, Patscorpio, the New England representative. So for LB, Shutterworth the God, Go Artist, for King P, Bodega P, this has been another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So, until next time, peace.